circles and throws it out of bounds. Pressure from Okafor. A flag is there. A turn, in fact. Well, they're going to get a late hit as Hurts was clearly trying to get rid of the football as he ranged towards the sideline. Got 7 penalties against Philly, 5 called and accepted against Kansas City. A long meeting. Second-year ref Land Clark.
There are fouls by both teams. Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 77.
You always downfield.
Personal foul, late hit. Defense number 97. A 15-yard penalty will be enforced in the previous spot with automatic first down.
And it is Okafor.
And then
What do you think?
it wasn't much, but it was right on the sideline. And they're going to block the extra protection to the quarterbacks almost every time. You know, he pushed him and it's right there. It's kind of one of those ones where a coach would probably say to him, "Get into that, Alex. I don't think we even need to push him. Just let it go." You know, it doesn't seem like much, but you know this league. That flag will come out to take care of quarterbacks.
Well, somebody's got a cut Nick. Down into the ground. Quez Watkins, the intended receiver, now exchanging words with Tyrann
He's
Mathieu.
been the problem all
This
game.
was after the penalty was called. Andy Reid, use your
Get
head.
down the scoring area, you can't finish drives, bro.
I think that's what they're trying to tell him. You know, I understand you want to take a shot at a guy, you want to hit him, but sometimes we know how it's going to go, and we don't have Patrick hit like that.
And we asked him about the losses 2 in a row. He said, "Hey, they're kicking the butt. I don't mind it, actually. Obviously, you'd rather win, but I don't mind the team learning some things from it."
See how they respond. That's what they want to see out of them.
2nd and 10, early stages of the fourth. Catch me, got it, hit down low. And with Sorensen, but Goddard takes it inside the 10. He's had a big day for the Eagles. 24 yards. That's 5 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
For this game, as I was studying it, one of the notes I made is one of the areas for Jalen Hurts, continue to climb the pocket, step up in the middle of it to make some of these throws. He could not have done it any better on that last one. Fired a dart to Goddard.
1st and goal. Sanders sets up next to Hurts. Hurts in trouble. And he's flanked. Down, first man there, stepping in for the injured Frank Clark. Kansas City gets the sack.
Dan had a sack against the Chargers last week. Adds another one there. That's what he was drafted for. The Central Michigan, the University of Michigan transfer, 1 season with the Wolverines before he came into the NFL.
Yeah, Kansas City likes his motor. Strong and steady, and starting to pay off dividends in year number 2. Loss of 7. 2nd and goal. 6 and throws. A catch, Gainwell along the sideline, hit from Mike Hughes. It'll be 3rd and goal for Philly.
What a well-thrown football, too. To put it on Gainwell in a position where he didn't have to stop himself, didn't have to turn around. The ball's right to that outside shoulder where he can catch it. And
That was get a touchdown on this drive there.
To try and gain additional
Still
yardage.
going to do you no good this
They're
drive.
looking at 4-down territory.
I think so. I don't think there's any question about it. They've been aggressive all game long. This would be the wrong time to not think about being aggressive.
Hurts has caught 300 yards in a day.
Look at it, a running play. A running play and it gets a touchdown. Look how nice, look how refreshing.
Kenneth Gainwell.
And watch what they did was they cleared out the box because on the outside they've got 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right, almost to the sidelines. So they took some people away from the center and just told their offensive line, it's you and them. and we're going to hand you off inside the game well, and he takes advantage.
Second touchdown for the rookie. Splits the uprights.
Well,
Jake Elliott.
can we get a stop defensively?
We got a ball game in
Can we
Philadelphia.
get a stop defensively?
23.
It's what it boils down to, yo.
The Bud Light logo makes
28-23, man. With 12 minutes left in this game. Can we get a stop defensively, yo? What's up, D Brown 2020? It's a rough weekend for you, I see. Oh, real rough. But this was expected. Still some time, though. Gotta get a stop. Gotta absolutely get a stop. How about them? Yeah, I see y'all beating down Carolina over there. Whatever. I see it. What's up, Malik Baker? Let's go Eagles. That's right, man. Big score right there. Needed that. Somehow, some way, we got to come up with a stop, man. We got to get the ball back without letting them score. What's up, Big C? Eagles fly bird gang. Yo, what's going on? What's up, Philly? Philly reminds of LSU. Don't like to run the ball. Yeah, I mean, look how easy. I'm gonna say this too with Kansas City. Kansas City is not good at all defensively, man. That's why I'm so frustrated, because it's like we had opportunities in that first half to get touchdowns instead of field goals, and we kicked field goals. Kansas City is really bad defensively. Honestly, they're worse than us. Like they don't make any plays defensively, yo. What's up, Wills? Kajo? Finally, Eagles run the ball. That's what I'm screaming. We finally ran the ball, and look, we scored, yo. What's up, Bowles Movement 08? Game going as expected because KC defense is, yeah, they don't have a good defense, man. It's like, obviously the Eagles are playing much better offensively, but at the same time, I'm like, man, this is a bad defensive football team. Man, we need this win in the worst way. Yeah, got to get a stop, man. Kansas City is moving, with the exception of the one possession where we actually picked off Mahomes. They're moving the ball on us with ease up and down the field. So somehow, some way, we're going to have to find a way to come up with a stop.
Is sponsored by
But here we go, though.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. And State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's a little fly, eagle fly.
They learned to fly early here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we can get that onesie on loan if we look at an adult size. Jake Elliott will kick it off. Pringle deep.
Get him.
Pringle places landing, and he gets hit across the 25-yard line. Well, the official announcement this week that LaShawn McCoy has retired as an Eagle, that one-day contract, six-time Pro Bowler, the franchise leader in career rushing yards, single-season rushing yards, single-season rushing touchdowns. Won the Super Bowl each of the last 2 years, one with Tampa Bay backup role, the other with Kansas City with his guy, Andy Reid.
Coaching both places.
Come on, D. Can we get some type of stop?
Tremendous career.
Step up.
Man,
that's 9 yards
We're
apart.
actually having LaShawn McCoy celebration on his first touchdown. He gave that McCoy dance. So obviously, McCoy's had an impact on a
Here we
lot
go.
of young running backs around the NFL.
The number looks familiar as well, but
It does, doesn't it?
what I'm eager to watch here in this drive as we applaud Deshaun McCoy, and Canton could very well be calling down the road, is what Jonathan Gannon does on defense. Because all game long has been what I call top down, right? No big explosive, keep it in front. But they have to force a play here at some point, because they can't just match and point for point down the stretch.
Third and short.
And it's going to be very close to that first down. Jernard Avery got him down low. Edwards-Helaire, helmet is off. He'll put it back on.
Darrell Williams to come in for him. But Gannon, not a lot of pressure in terms of blitzing. They want to keep everything in front, force you to make an error by having to run too many plays. But this Eagles team needs to force a takeaway. Got one day on Mahomes, They just can't allow Kansas City to control the clock, the ball, and run it downfield.
Third and one.
Kansas City needs less than a yard. Shotgun formation to Holmes. 3rd and 1. Slant up in there to Williams for the first down.
And look where they ran to. The veteran, Joe Tooney, number 62, offensive guard, 3 Super Bowls with New England. Creed Humphrey, rookie center out of Oklahoma. Very strong, got a former high school wrestler, great leverage, getting down low and creating space there for the runner, Darrell Williams.
Charles, how many punts have we called here today?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that would be 0.
Okay. I'm just really glad you said 0 because I said I remember one. And you said, well, we have 4. That's not a problem for me.
Williams on the angle. He crosses the 40-yard line for 4. Good cut. Derek Barnett works over there to make the play for Philadelphia. They've been rotating linebackers. We've seen Eric Wilson. We've seen C.J. Edwards. Patrick Johnson saw a lot of time last week. The rookie out of Tulane.
They just brought in 3 new linebackers. Normally you see defensive linemen rotate like that. For the Eagles, they mix and match linebackers for all situations. Jannard Avery playing linebacker and a rush end type standing up here.
Now Sean Bradley is in a temple play. Mahomes gets rid of it quickly, and it's incomplete.
The flag.
Kelsey looking for a flag. Steven Nelson,
Big third down.
his former teammate, there defensively.
It's a huge play right
Sure,
here.
he was going to get one out of that one. Watching off the line of scrimmage, Nelson, hands on, grabbing. I would say there'd be a flag.
I would say Travis agrees with you. And Kelsey is having some words.
Come on, man. Third down. Watch Tyreek Hill. Kelsey not in the game. Oh, he jump off the side. God dog it, man.
And he sacks Mahomes. But the flag thrown just as Sweat broke off the line.
Sweats has passed off the ball as you're going to find. I think he might have been a little too quick on this one. He has an excellent get off on the
Goodness, man.
but I think this one they're going to get nailed for.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 94.
They can't help themselves but to screw up, man. They can't help themselves.
It was actually smart of Sweat to just complete the play at that point. Don't let Mahomes
Don't let him
get
have a
downfield.
But the officials were, because he was off the ball so fast, couldn't hear it because the crowd got involved. They were trying to kill the play. They wanted to make sure the quarterback wasn't getting tackled, even though he did.
And now Kansas City is staring at a 3rd and 1.
Ran it inside.
Go from 3rd and 6 with no Kelsey on the field. You give them a 3rd and 1.
It's Mahomes.
Of course they do. Of course.
First down to midfield. 5-yard game. We are under 10 minutes to play.
I know your years of experience watching this game. Would you call this a Kansas City run?
Basically.
Right? I mean, that's essentially what it is. A safe break, get it out where you want to. They ran it inside with Williams last time. Let them stack it inside. Just quick little pop to Tyreek Hill. First down, start a new set of downs, and keep that clock running to 9:26 in Canada.
And they now go with a different look. Jarek McKinnon, the former Viking and 49ers, Hardman in motion, swing it to him. Hardman trying to beat his man on the outside, cannot. Slay holds his water well. A gain of a yard.
And how about the eyes of Mr. Slay out on the corner, Darius Slay? He sees it the whole way because there's supposed to be a blocker out there to take care of him. He went right past the attempted block by Demarcus Robinson, number 11. He saw this play coming the entire way and foiled it.
Second down and 9 at the 49. Burks waiting for his chance to get back out there. Philadelphia trailing Kansas City 28-23. And we'll do there. Back on the field for KC. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes will run it. First down across the 40-yard line for Patrick Mahomes.
The hard part with a guy like Mahomes, with a Jalen Hurts, is your pass rush. You don't want to throttle down, but you also want to get upfield too high. Josh Sweat, 94 on one end. I'm not sure who was on the other side. Might be Derek Barnett. Both of them came up so high that the offensive lineman just pushed them past and it opened up a lane for Patrick Mahomes to exploit.
Fletcher Cox told us this is the best group of skill position players they'll see all season. Lair carrying the defender on his back. Block from Orlando Brown. That was a big move they made for the two-time Pro Bowler. The trade with Baltimore. And Brown is eventually going to get paid. Big time.
So, quick question. Is there any other move than big for Orlando Brown?
Everything's good. It's fair.
That is a large man. Following in the footsteps of his father, who was known as Zeus, another offensive lineman in the NFL.
Brown listed at 6'8", 345. They are chewing up a lot of clock here. 2nd and 1. Edwards got a first down. And then some. Blocks from Brown and Niang, tackled by Singleton. 16-yard rip for Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Look at the blocking up front. There's Tooney, 62, but the blocking downfield. Anytime you get a big run downfield, it's not just the big fellas in the trenches. Anything big downfield means the people on the edges, on the perimeter. Kelsey, tight end 87, Marcus Robinson, 11 wide receiver. Those are the additional blocks that occupy defenders and create open space.
Hill shifts out of the backfield. 10 plays on the drive. 8 of them runs. Mahomes sends it. Touchdown! A laser beam to Tyreek Hill. And the gymnastics move to top it off.
And this was totally called for him. You mentioned the motion out of the backfield. He came from the running back position to establish outside. And just runs a one-on-one route, gets inside of Steven Nelson, and sticks the landing using the ball instead of hands. Look at that. So when you mention body control in the dictionary, Tyreek Hill just pops up and says, hello, here I am. How about that shot, though, that Mahomes scored?
Wow. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdowns today. 22 of 28, 223 yards. The only question, did the foot graze Tyreek Hill as he landed at the 1?
Yeah, to make sure, where he would be considered down because he was on the ground and being touched. That's what they're reviewing right now.
So Hill had the clean catch. He got up and worked his way in the 1 yard for the touchdown. And they have ruled it a score. Harrison Butker on for the extra point. For Hill, his second touchdown of the day, 9 catches on 10 targets, 131 yards. Butker drills it. Kansas City 35, Philadelphia 23. Tyreek Hill continues to be very bendy. Mahomes, oh yeah, that's 4 on the day.
Truthfully, it's frustrating to see how fast things move here.
But dusting with a cloth is a pain.
And
This
dealing
team
with
ain't
a
any good,
vacuum is such a hassle. Ugh. So now
This team ain't any good, man. This team ain't good, man. Can't guard an old people's on. Mute the TV doing. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Duke got gonna cry in the car. Man, it's bad, yo. It's bad. It's bad, man. I knew it. It's like I'm excited we scored, but I'm like, man, we're gonna go right down and let them score, yo. This is far worse than Schwartz. No run blitzes. I guess a slow dead is better than a quick one. That's really all this scheme is. Like, we're gonna give up score. With Jonathan Gannon's simple scheme is, I just don't want you to score on a 70-yard play. I just rather you score 9 plays and 70 yards than 1 play and 70 yards. That's all he doing. This is not a good scheme. Like, this is not a good scheme at all, yo. Like, the Atlanta game, I don't know. Atlanta, I guess it caught them off guard or whatever. The Atlanta game, somehow it worked on that in that one. They can't get a stop for nothing. No. Their only way to get a stop is to get lucky and force a turnover. They can't stop nobody. Then you have Kansas City in 3rd down and 6. Kelsey is not on the field. You know you got to cover Tyreek Hill. You jump off sides, give them a 3rd and 1 to where they could get an easy first down. Like, it's just stuff like that, man. That's just frustrating that this team just has no discipline or nothing. Atlanta stopped running the ball. That must be what it was, man, because this scheme is not any good. Like you say, it's like, well, we might as well go down slow than go down fast, but we gonna go down. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it's bad. I remember y'all had all them injuries to blame for Philly. Look, it's, you know, it's injuries, but at the same time, this team they're just not good, man. They're just not any good, man. They had opportunities once again in the first half, and they don't take full advantage of it.
402 yards of total offense for the Kansas City Chiefs. And they've now put this lead back to 12 on Patrick Mahomes' 4th touchdown pass of the day. Rager, the return man, Philadelphia, will get the football with 6:44 to go here in the 4th. Holding kick from Butker. Touchback. Wednesday on CBS. CSI, the global phenomenon, opens a new chapter of the city where it all began. New mysteries, new team, new science. It's the next generation of crime scene investigators. CSI Vegas, dig deeper to the truth. Wednesday, 10, 9 Central on CBS. Kansas City, whatever questions popped up each of the last 2 weeks, it really have not been questions about their offense.
It's much more about just if they take care of the ball on offense, give the defense stuff to slow people down and not give up touchdowns. And so far today, making them kick multiple field goals feels like a win for the Kansas City defense. It's not a work of art by any stretch. But field goals with that offense on the other side, that's a win for K-State.
3-yard pickup for Miles Sanders, hit by Mike Dana. Eagles are down 2 scores, and we approach 6 minutes to go. Deep drop. Hurts. Checks it down to Sanders. And Sanders breaks through, screening defenders, and he's got a first down across the 45.
He forced 3 missed tackles in the open field. Kansas City fortunate that he was next to the sideline. Otherwise, he'd be able to continue to traverse upfield for even bigger yardage. Miss. He's not on that sideline. He's still moving.
The last possession, in unison, the fans were chanting, "Run the ball." You know what the storylines are here in Philly. That's for certain. Hurts on the move. He got it off the hand of Watkins, but tightly guarded there. Pressure from Okafor at 2nd and 10. And they have run the ball. Certainly worked that in more today, but it's still not a dominant part of their offense. Hurts is their leading rusher, 35 yards. Gainwell has 18. Sanders has 13.
It's not an offensive line built to just line up and mash people either, especially when you're changing people the morning of the game. Practice. Lane Johnson was taking the reps at right tackle. He doesn't play today with a personal reason. Brock Bristol was a guard. He was playing tackle today.
Hurts drops it in the bucket to Zach Ertz. First down in Kansas City territory. 5:41 to go in the 4th.
That was gorgeous. What a beautifully thrown football. Look at Ertz. 1, 2, easy. Puts that down just for safety.
Line of scrimmage is now the 34. Hurts is thrown for 337 yards. Play action. Hurts. Home run ball. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. Fantastic play.
Yeah, flag on foot.
But the officials are huddling up.
Might have been out of bounds running the route because the official doesn't have a hat on. When the official's hat comes off and he drops it, it's a signal someone ran out of bounds. Was he pushed out of bounds? Was he forced out of bounds? But he has to reestablish coming back in order to catch it. That's what they have to discuss about whether he was out on his own or was he pushed out and had a chance to reestablish coming back in.
He's pushed out.
And the flag is down. Thrown during this meeting.
Illegal touching. Offense number 6. The receiver was supposed to touch the pass after having been on down. Lost the down to following snap. Second half.
And I think they might have gotten a little more sympathy on it, but both of them were fighting, and you'll see Devontae Smith's hand grabbing Mike Hughes' jersey on the top while Hughes is contacting him inside. So now the officials now going to determine he get out on his own. And now it's going to be a legal touch and not being forced over the sideline. Watch how it is. See, they're both fighting. So watch Smith's hand on the top of Hughes while Hughes is inside of Smith. So he's saying, guess what? It's like Mom taking the broom to the brothers. Get outside and work it out on your own.
Nick Sirianni is looking for an explanation. It's 2nd and 10 for Philly. Hurts. No room to work, and he gets tossed down by Mike Dana on the play. It will go down as a sack and a loss of 1.
Give Dana credit for another nice pass rush. And another reason the Philly fans a little bit upset. Philadelphia fans, remember week 2, Jalen Rager lost a touchdown on a similar call against San Francisco.
And that's 9 penalties now called against Philadelphia. They were on pace to set a franchise record. Maybe even a league record. Hurts on 3rd and 11, gets rid of it. Nearly intercepted by Mike Hughes. The intended receiver, Quez Watkins. And it's 4th down. So the Eagles, of course, have to go for it here. They trail 35-23. They've got 4:34 remaining, 4th quarter.
Let's see if Kansas City does their signature here, which is go after it. Pressure, right? They love to bring people, but they've had so many busts in the early going that when they brought pressure, they just created big plays in the secondary. They may show it here and drop back and try and keep it in front of them.
4th down and 11. Rush is coming. Hurts uses the official to his advantage and throws it downfield. Out of bounds, incomplete. Kansas City takes over. Tyrann Mathieu with the pressure.
Well, Steve Spagnuolo went to his personality line and run the house on that one.
The Chiefs in control in Philadelphia in the 4th.
Typical Eagles. Get a touchdown, but it's a flag on the play. Take it off the board, end up getting nothing out the deal. Typical Eagles, man. Well, good game. Good game. It is what it is, man. This team not a good team. Hurts did go crazy the ATL game. Yeah, I know I was there. I was in attendance. I was at the game. But I mean, the book is out on us now, man. The book is out is that what Hurts really ain't true. Kansas City is not a good defensive football team. Really and truly, the jury is out. Is basically all you got to do is really blitz Hurts and force him to have to, make some different type of decisions. And defensively, really and truly, all you got to do is be patient, run the football, and take your chances, hit plays when it's open, man. Like the defensive scheme that we have now is that we're not giving up 65, 70-yard bombs over our head. It's just instead of 5-play 75-yard drives, now it's 10, 11-play 75-yard drives. Go Eagles, but this season is gone. Let Hurts get the experience. As if the management, is patient with him. That's another thing. Like, if the management is patient with him. Like, we don't have, a strong front office right now. We did a few years ago, but right now, after the Super Bowl, honestly, it's gotten into a lot of these guys' head. Howie, Jeffrey Lurie, it all got into their head. And we right now do not have a strong front office. Like, let's just call it what it is, where things that, they're not going to want to be patient. They're not going to want to sit there and let things grow. They're going to want things to happen quickly and real, swiftly. Oh, I pressed the wrong.
The State of Drive. DirecTV Stream. Get your TV together. And by Frito-Lay. Don't forget the chips.
Andy Reid back in Philadelphia accomplished so much. Playoffs 9 times in his 14 seasons with the Eagles. 5 NFC championship games. Went to the Super Bowl 04, lost to New England 24-21. Edwards-Helaire hit by Derek Barnett, 3-yard pickup. See what he did as the head man of Philadelphia and with Kansas City. This is a Hall of Fame coach. This is about as well respected a coach as you'll find in the NFL because of his creativity, his teaching ability as well. And if they get this W, he will become the first man in NFL history with 100 wins for 2 different franchises. The closest in that category, the man he coached under in Green Bay, Mike Holmgren.
Both with powerful stashes, too.
Oh, yeah. Hall of Fame stashes.
Strong stash game. But these 100 wins, that counts playoffs, right? It's not regular season only.
Well, it's a combo.
It's a combo, right?
It's a poo-poo platter.
It's a nice platter, though. 100 with 2 different franchises? Amazing.
Philadelphia has used one of its 3 timeouts. So 2 and the 2 Good cut. Edwards-Helaire. A lot of tacklers in there, including Hargrave and Edwards. Another timeout taken. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this.
My work has been viewed by 100 million people. My work helps save lives. My work has gone platinum. My work gives people hope. I work at FedEx.
Take your career to the next level in one of our many open positions.
Could we see our first punt of the day? It's 3rd and 4 for Kansas City. Chiefs are looking to put this game away. They lead at 35-23 with 4:15 to go in the 4th.
Sounds to me like you're rooting for them.
No, I like history.
Let's go without.
Kansas City has had 6 possessions today, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the conversion to Tyreek Hill into Philadelphia territory and touched at the 48-yard line.
So for at least another couple of plays, 3 plays, the punch is off the table.
Timeout call will be coming up next here on CBS. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Most of you will be headed to Lambeau, a clash between 2 legendary franchises. Big fan of the Steelers, trying to get on track against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. That's coming up right here on CBS. Philadelphia is now out of timeouts. 4:10 to play here in the 4th.
I think there's a lot to like about what I saw with Philadelphia so far today. But cleaning up penalties has got to be a priority for them. You can't put 13 here right now, 9 here in this game. Back to back.
Yep. Edwards-Helaire sticks the helmet down. He gains 5 yards on play. We asked Nick Sirianni about the week and how his players responded to the lopsided loss against Dallas. He said, look, we keep pushing the core values, connect, compete, accountability, football IQ, fundamentals, and they get check marks on a bunch of those, but not all. The 9 penalties, as you alluded to. Edwards-Helaire has just cracked 100 yards rushing.
Second week in a row. And the football IQ part of it falls with the penalties. That's the part that really has to be cleaned up, gives himself a better opportunity.
Darrell Williams back in. Keeps those legs churning. He'll come up just short on the first down. We sent it downstairs to Evan Washburn.
And guys, on the penalty front, every coach is going to have their own approach, but I did think it was interesting. We were talking to Nick Sirianni about it, and he said in practice he's not a believer in pulling a guy if he has a penalty in practice because that's a lost rep, and reps are a premium. But it does beg the question, how do you coach penalties out of a team?
And that's one of the great questions that everyone's always searching for the answer. It was funny, I think Ian asked him, well, your dad was a famous coach. What would he have done? He's like, oh, this kid can still be running.
Yeah.
Well, you're not doing that here in the NFL, so you've got to find another version of it.
Short toss to Williams and a first down for Kansas City, so that'll keep the chains moving. And a flag thrown on the far side.
That side of the field's been busy with the flag. A lot of action happening over there. And the officials change at halftime. You know, the sideline guys, they change that sideline at half.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 13 covered another receiver. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Stay tuned. NFL Today update. Time permitting. JB, Phil, Nate, Hoover, Coach Howard. Latest NFL scores and highlights. So back it up for the Chiefs. They had converted on that third down. Yeah, just to finish it off with Nick Sirianni. His dad, Fran, was the head coach at Southwestern Central High School in West Ellicott, New York. His brother Jay was also a head coach there. Both won championships.
Timeout.
And if he needs to highlight something at a moment's notice, Nick Sirianni can get it done quickly in a variety of colors.
But each color probably represents something different, and that's what you use the different highlighters for. Just keep it away from your eyes.
It's right there. That will not explode in his pocket because he keeps it on the visor.
On the visor. You don't have to worry about the pressure and everything else up in the air.
Yeah, you have experience with that?
I've come out dripping off of lights. Not good.
That's the worst feeling when you take it in your bag and then you take your hand out like, wait, what happened here?
Fortunately, they sell those pens now that are made for that.
Yeah. Well, you could go to space with the pens you got.
I am a pen guy.
Kansas City 35, Philadelphia 23. 2 timeouts remaining. Kansas City just used one of them to make sure that they're all set up with what they want to do here on a 3rd and 6.
And what the penalty that got them that took away the first down was just how they lined up. The formation, one of the receivers didn't think well enough and covered up the lineman.
Mahomes off his back foot, sails it deep and then caught by himself, Tyreek Hill. 5 touchdowns on the day for Patrick Mahomes. And a monster day for Hill. 186 yards, 3 scores.
We're getting ready for the baseball playoffs. The best center fielder you can name would have trouble maintaining on this one. You know, we're talking about baseball turns on the center fielders, turn left and right in a spin. No chance there the way Tyreek Hill put it on him. And able to get in the end zone. Mahomes knew it and was able to loft it up there and just let him run under it.
Extra point is good. Kansas City has hung 42 points on the Philadelphia Eagles.
When the last time a team gave up 240 birdies in 1 week? Gave up 41 42 days.
This is where the problem's going to be because look at the separation for Tyreek Hill able to put the move. He tries to put him inside. He thinks he's running outside. He turns one way, turns the other. And guess what? I've got nothing. Anthony Harris is safety, a heck of a ball player. 100% of the snaps for Anthony Harris over the last 24 games he's played. When matching up with Tyreek Hill man-to-man, it's not going to be a battle that he would win very often. And in that case, he had no chance. I mean, Mahomes read that so early. Oh, this one, I got it. I just throw it to the side and just put it up there, and he will run under it.
Do you think the thought process for Philly is, they'll just go for the first down? I mean, they're not going to go for it all. It just was a complete breakdown.
Yeah, I don't think that they were concerned about the deep shot there. And Kansas City, who's been frustrated at the deep shots because the way people played them over the last few weeks, said, well, we got to get one in, don't we? And they were able to get it done.
Kansas City will have a matchup with the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, Philadelphia will be at Carolina. Eagles will drop to 1-3 on the season. Kansas City below 500 for the first time since week 10 of 2015. And they're going to hit the 500 mark with the win here. And they may have Josh Gordon on the horizon as part of this offense. From the gun. Hurts. He was hit on the bounce. Jaron Reed got through the middle. Intended receiver Kenneth Gainwell. Kansas City had 437 yards of offense in the loss to the Chargers last week. Scored only 3 points in the first half because of all of those turnovers. Today, 472. 5 touchdowns for Mahomes, 24 of 30 through the air.
One mistake, the interception Eric Wilson took away, but it didn't cost. They only ended up costing his team 3 points.
Hurts trying to outrun the defensive line, but Alex Okafor wouldn't let him by. The pressure originally from Trishawn Wharton.
And this is what the Kansas City defense is actually built for. Remember the old days of Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts? The defense is built to have a 14-point lead. That's what this defense is built for in Kansas City. They haven't had those games lately. Right now, they're able to rush the passer.
Oh, bro. Well, congratulations to Big Red Andy Reid, man. This is embarrassing, man. Them boys clowning us now. They clowning us. They threw a fadeaway alley-oop to Tyreek Hill, man. Carolina, for real, I'm taking a break from this team. Not mad, but pride is the downfall. Look at them, it's a shame, but I saw this coming. Oh, yeah, I knew this was coming. Like, I ain't even try to talk myself up and thinking that, oh, we could beat this team. Ain't no way. Like, it ain't no way. Yo, like, a team like Carolina, they may be able to go on a road, get them simply because they're a young team too. But these veteran teams with good quarterbacks, ain't no way. Like, ain't no way they're gonna take this little Jonathan Gannon scheme, ball it up and throw it in the trash, yo. Bad weekend, LSU and the Eagles. Yeah, it was. Really bad, yo. Eagles defense sucks. It does. Eagles team just bad. They bad, man. They young, they bad. They don't defensively, I don't know how. Look, and to be honest, I love them, all-time Eagle. Man, I think after this year, we're gonna have to move on from Fletcher Cox, yo. Like, it's just, he's old. He's a shell of himself. He doesn't make any plays. I get it, he gets double teamed, but it's not like he fights through double teams or anything or draw holding calls. Like, he just like, oh, they double team him up, let me go relax. Like, what y'all want me to do? I'm getting double teamed. Like, that's the vibe and the attitude that he has, yo. The linebackers have always been bad. Like, they've never, the corners, no matter we could bring in corners that was actually good before they came here, but once they get here, they bad. It's just bad, man. Defensively, they did not show up at all in too many flags. They're not a good defensive team. We got fooled with the Atlanta game and the first half of the San Francisco game and really felt like we had a good defense. And they just got, by the second half against San Francisco, against Dallas, and today, they just got shredded. They just got absolutely taken apart and shredded.
5G built right.
Back here in Philadelphia, Smoking Joe Frazier, Rocky Balboa. We were staying out near the Rocky Steps, which is a fairly popular site for tourists.
I come in with the Rock this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, every time.
Took a walk?
On game day, I come in with the
Did you
Rock.
jog up or just a brisk walk?
If there's an elastic definition of jogging, that's what I do. Yeah. Or is it jogging with a soft drop?
Yeah, we have no video. But a catch, the run by Smith. And
Only thing good today, you had Devontae Smith fans, he gave you a good game.
Devontae Smith will work on it.
That's about it.
Adding some muscle. He's to 175.
Well, strength, and we saw that pop up in the first few ball games, especially on those 50-50 contested balls, about his ability to be strong and go make the contested catch.
Off his back foot, incomplete. Smith intended receiver. Mike Hughes, a blanket defensively. 1:31 to play here in the fourth. Jalen Hurts, 29 of 44, 354 yards, and a touchdown. His Philadelphia team, though, is going to absorb another loss, third in a row.
I thought they were tough and gritty today. They had so many reasons not to play well. Going out in Dallas, the offensive line shift that happened this morning, I mean, you name it. There were a number of things going against them. An upset Kansas City team, and they hung in there for the better part of this game.
Working to the outside, curling now is Rager. And it takes it right to the line to gain. So the Kelsey Bowl is once again going to belong to Travis over Jason. Travis had 6 targets today, 4 catches, 23 yards. Gainwell on the board. And a first down inside the 35 with 1 minute to go. Now, this Eagles defense did come away with its first interception of the season. Some chances deep in Kansas City territory, had to settle for a field goal on a couple of occasions. That pass was deflected. Tyrann Mathieu, who gets all over the field in so many different spots. 44 seconds left.
Chris Jones out there with him as well, able to move to the edge more this year. Although today he played a little bit more tackle inside to try and help with the run game. But he was able to make that move because the offseason addition of Jeremy Reed from Seattle. They'll pick up a pass rushing inside tackle, which allows Jones to slide outside and use his talents there.
Kansas City will avoid the 3-game losing streak. It would have been their first since the 2017 regular season. They lost 4 in a row at one point that year. Hurts can pad the numbers with a run to the outside. Hurts will be the team's leading rusher once again. And that gives him 47 yards on the day on the ground. 37 seconds left.
And for Philadelphia, I think that's something they're going to want to reverse pretty quickly. It's not like Baltimore, where Lamar Jackson being a leading rusher is never a surprise. It's actually really built into your offense. They want to get Miles Sanders going and get this running game moving a lot better.
Shotgun for Hurts, final 37 seconds. Hurts steps up, flips it, good awareness there to Zach Ertz. Tackle at the 15-yard line, clock is rolling, 23 seconds left. 9-yard pickup as Hurts improvises.
Like the battle, like the pride, trying to find a way to put some points on the board before this one's over.
Final 10 seconds. Hurts. Touchdown. Greg Ward. And some window dressing. Philadelphia will try to build on this performance with Carolina and Tampa Bay coming up on the schedule.
Carolina off to an excellent start, had a tough one today, having a tough one today at Dallas, I think. I know it's a pretty good battle, last score I saw, but bottom line with that, I know a lot of fans are like, so what? What does that mean, this touchdown? It means that Nick Sirianni trying to build a team is not going to let things go, not going to give up, trying to get better with each snap. It may seem a little trite to people, but it's important to this Eagles franchise in that offense.
And it's 400 yards passing for Jalen Hurts. Trufant is right down the middle. We have 4 seconds left. 42-30. Kansas City. This is something that I just haven't written down on my notes for a while. Kansas City entered actually last place in the AFC West. That's the first time since week 6 of 2015. And that just shows you the standard and the excellence that this team has exhibited under Andy Reid.
We're going for what, their 6th straight AFC West championship. That's what we're trying to get to. They've hosted the AFC Championship game 3 straight seasons already. Back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, 1 win. I'd say that they have it going pretty well, but they had a nice little bump in these first 3 games. And that wake-up call, it hasn't been totally answered yet, but it took steps today, I believe, especially on the defensive side, not giving up touchdowns in every red zone opportunity.
Ball on the tee for Elliott. Well, really, there's no reason to try an onside kick. The hole was too deep. And the kick is through the back of the end zone. 4 seconds left. Kansas City will take a knee. Andy Reid, first coach in NFL history with 100 or more
Hey,
wins.
congrats to Andy Reid, though. I ain't mad at Andy Reid.
And he does it here in Philadelphia.
Ironically, it had to happen against
Nice
us.
symmetry there, isn't it? Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Kansas City. And now they got a heck of one coming up. You did mention Buffalo, didn't you? What a game that's going to be.
Strong bounce back.
Well, this is it. He's 1-3.
Over Philadelphia.
Chiefs 42, Eagles 3. Appreciate y'all tuning in to my live. Stay tuned for the post-game video. And I'll get back at y'all, man. Y'all have a blessing.